Good morning, crafters, and welcome to Creative Moments by G. I'm Georgia, and today we are going to make an easy and a stepped-up version using the Broadway Birthday stamp set and also using the Broadway Lights die set. Let's head down to the crafting table and let's get started. You will need to cut an A2 card, which is a 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4, and then you'll need to cut a couple mats. The first mat is going to be 5 by 3 3/4, and our second mat is a white mat that will be 4.5 by 3 1/4. And then of course you'll need your inside mat, right? Because you'll need to do a message on the inside. And all these measurements will be listed down below in the description. So let's go ahead and get our first mat glued down. This is a wonderful birthday card. Of course, this set is very versatile, so you can also use it to celebrate an occasion with someone. It doesn't just have to be for a birthday. So we're going to go ahead and lay down our mat on the inside. Get that done. And then we're going to lay down our first mat. Now we have selected the cardstock Bermuda Bay and Gorgeous Grape. Oh, I think you are going to love the way these colors pop and coordinate with each other. It's just so pretty, I think. Now is where the creativity begins. And you know, I like working with this wet glue because it allows you to move your mat around if you don't get it exactly the way you want it. So let's go ahead and look at how we're going to stamp our card. The first thing we need to do is make a wish, and we are going to stamp that in Gorgeous Grape. And I already have it lined up. And just a little tip, if you put this down first on a scored piece of paper like a grid paper, and then you line it up and you push it down to pick it up on your block, it'll be straight. Otherwise, if you try to place it with your fingers, for me, it just never gets straight. So I'm going to go ahead and get some Gorgeous Grape on this stamp. And I'm going to put it down in the bottom right hand, just down here a little bit. Just going to hold for good contact. And I say, let's go ahead and get all our stamping done. So I'm going to open up the Bermuda Bay, and I am going to use our little hats that come in the stamp set. So cute. And I'm going to load this up with Gorgeous Grape, and I'm just going to go ahead and put one right here. Now this is the easy version because there's just a lot of stamping, and there's really very little using the dies. But then I'm going to show you a stepped up version that I think you're really going to love. Now on this one, I'm just going to place the hat about right there. Okay, now we're going to move on to our balloons. And the first balloon, I'm going to just put about right here. Now, we don't want to stamp on top of the balloon and have the colors mix, right? So I made a little mask out of just a sticky piece of paper, and I'm going to line that up right there. I'm going to clean off my stamp. And now I'm going to pick up the teal, and I am going to stamp right over here, just at the top, because I want to make sure that my string can come down right here, right? I'm going to clean that off, and I am going to use crushed curry to get another balloon on there. So let's line that up, leaving our mask right there. And I'm going to just overlay that about right there. And now I can peel off the mask. Let's see how that looks. And look at that. And this is just a little sticky piece of paper that you can keep inside your stamp set, right? Now the next thing we need to use is we need to go ahead and get our string that we're going to use, and we are going to put that on an acrylic block. And on this one, I'm going to use the Memento Black to put the string on it. So let me just get those out of the way. I'm going to open up the Memento Black. We need to make sure and mask wish so that we don't get any string that goes over it, right? The first one we're just going to put right here. Oh, and you know what? I can see that it's going to overlap the balloon, so let's bring back that mask. That's why you want to keep your mask. And we're going to just put it right there. Okay. The next one, I'm going to do the purple one. And it's very important to have the mask over the wish so that you don't get any of the string going over the wish. Now we're going to put that mask right back down, and we're going to make sure it covers the balloon. Okay. And we are going to, now we can take off the mask, and you can see that it's right where we need it. The next thing we need to do is we need to cut out the candle. So we went ahead and cut out the candle, and we stamped it in Bermuda Bay. And then we cut out our little flame in crushed curry. We're going to set this up on dimensionals. So we're going to get the mini dimensionals, and we are just going to put it right over the candle. And I think we only need 2. And just a quick tip, I like to use my Take Your Pick tool to go ahead and take the backing off any of the dimensionals. It makes it so much nicer, so much easier. Now we're going to set this down a little bit below the wish, right there, and it just covers it perfectly. Now we need to put some dimensionals. I'm just going to use 1 dimensional on the little flame. I'm going to use my Take Your Pick again. And then we're just going to set it up about right there. Okay. And there we have the front cover. Let's put our card together. Now we are going to set this up on dimensionals. So get out your big dimensionals. And I like to put 1 on each corner and then 1 in the middle so that when you mail it, it holds its dimension, right? Just love this stamp set. It's so many sentiments. You can do a celebration, you can do a wish, you can do a congratulations even, because there's a you deserve it. We're just going to put that right in the center. And now we just need a little bitty stamp right in here. So we are going to say, make a wish, it's your birthday. And we are going to use, I think we'll use Bermuda Bay. Just ink it up. We're going to put it right in the bottom right-hand corner. Okay, we're going to close that up. And now let's look at this. Here we have it. Isn't that pretty? So quick. You can make this in no time. Just get that candle cut out. Everything else is stamped. And then you open it up and it's your birthday. This is the easy version. Now we did a stepped up. Look at this one. Now I want to show you this fun fold. This was cut diagonally, and typically you cut it all the way to the corner. But on this one, we left about 1.5 inches right here and then cut to the corner. Isn't that fun? And then we simply punched out some scallop circles, cut out our wish, and we cut out our little guy on our designer series paper, right? We used our Bermuda Bay and we cut out another one and put a little hat on him. Isn't this stepped up version nice? Thank you so much for sharing your time with me this morning. We hope you enjoyed that. If you had some inspiration, please give us a thumbs up. We'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe. Go out and have a fantastic day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.